What's going on, folks? Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, and I wanted to go on here and give my review of the Stardom New Blood number 4 show. That's right, 4 New Blood shows in the books, and this was another solid New Blood show, showcasing the rookies, the younger talent and such. This was another great show. And it was packed with not only a title match, but also a big surprise as well. So, let's talk about it. So, we had a total of 7 matches for this show. First off, we had the Queen of Just Tap Out, Tomoka Inaba, taking on Queen's Quest Hina. That was our opening matchup. And I have to say, this was a very great opening match. Hina, Tomoka Inaba looked really good in this match. A really nice, good mat, technical wrestling match. I definitely enjoyed it. Both these ladies looked solid. I felt like the timing and everything, they were in sync really well. Plenty of strikes, plenty of judo takedowns, plenty of submissions. I know we saw quite a bit of submissions from Tomoka Inaba. It was just really cool, but this was definitely a technical clinic of a match. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it from both ladies. Of course, I was cheering for Tomoka Inaba, but Hina looked good in this match as well. And this was back and forth, a great technical wrestling match. But in the end, Tomoka Inaba was able to pick up the victory by hitting a PK and then getting the cover 1, 2, 3 for the victory. Great match by both these ladies. What a way to start this show off. But Tomoka Inaba, the queen of JTO, reigns supreme in this match. But awesome opening match. And then next up, we had a 3-way, a triple threat match. This was Ruaka from Oedo Tai versus Queen's Quest Lady C versus Gato Move / Chocopro Wrestling's Chie Koshikawa. Chie Koshikawa. And Chie had a very bubbly, very highly energetic ring entrance as she kept going all around different areas of the arena and around ringside with her happy, bubbly, hyper self. And it's funny because, not only is she Chie, but Lady C, her real name is also Chie as well. So most of this match felt like 2 Chies versus Ruoka. But overall, it was a very enjoyable match. Had some great moments in this match. I have to say, for Chie being as silly as she is, she's got some pretty sick double chops. She did a lot of double chops in this match, and you could definitely hear them. But all 3 ladies looked good. Lady C had a nice giant swing on Chie Koshikawa. But I was really bummed at the finish of this match. So Ruoka hits a freezer splash on Lady C and gets the 1, 2, 3. I mean, part of me kind of gets it, because, for a while it was like a 2-on-1 situation. But at the same time, they gotta start getting Lady C more wins. It's like she hasn't really been that much different since after joining Queen's Quest. So I really hope they start booking her to get some wins. It's like, it was already hard enough finally getting her first win. But it's like, dang, she's joined Queen's Quest, she's with a faction. Let's get Lady C some wins. Come on, Stardom. Let's get Lady C some wins. If they can get Mai Sakurai joining Donna Del Mundo and she can start getting wins, let's start getting Lady C some wins, please. Like, please. Come on now. She's been here long enough. Let's get that woman some wins. So that's my only complaint. But Ruaka gets the victory after a freezer splash. And then next up, we had quite an entertaining tag team match. We had Waka Tsukiyama of Cosmic Angels teaming up with Momoka Hanazono, which I'm not sure what promotion she's from. I think she's from Diana. And they took on the tag team of Ram Kaicho and Rina from Oedo Tai. And I know I've seen Ram Kaicho perform in TJPW before. But this was a very entertaining match. Of course, Momoka had a lot of comedy segments. You know, she had the bubble blaster. But yeah, she had a lot of comedy segments in this match, but had some good moments where she was actually pulling off some pretty cool moves. And, you know, it seems like a very fitting team, her and Waka Tsukiyama. And, of course, you know, Rina Ram Kaicho makes a lot of sense as well. They were in control for a bit, and then it just kind of went back and forth. And then Waka Tsukiyama was trying to pull a Ram Kaicho and tried to blind her with some of that powder or ectoplasm, whatever they call it. It looks just like powder or something. Tried to blind her with the powder, but she missed and hit Momoka. And then pretty much Rina was getting ready to hit Waka Tsukiyama with a gory bomb, and just to add insult to injury, Ram Kaicho threw powder in Waka's face just before Rina hit the gory bomb. And just like that, after the gory bomb, pinned Waka Tsukiyama 1, 2, 3. And Ram Kaicho and Rina pick up the victory. And then we had a segment after this match where Azumi came out. I know that Ram Kaicho got on the mic, and we ended up getting a few challenges. So we got a challenge between Azumi and Ram Kaicho, a Falls Count Anywhere match for the future, which I assume they're probably gonna book that for Stardom and Showcase Volume 2, because we know that did get announced. So that's what I'm guessing that match is gonna happen. But that's not all. Momoka Hanazono decided to challenge Azumi for a shot at her high-speed championship. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. But hey, and not only was that challenge made, it was made for the next big Osaka show, which I believe is going to be Osaka Super Wars later this fall. That might be where they booked that match. But hey, looks like we know a future opponent for Azumi, Momoka Hanazono. That should be interesting. And of course, you know, she accepted. They shook hands, and Waka and Momoka tried to leave with Azumi locked up and, you know, holding hands, but Azumi looked like she was getting agitated. But thought that was kind of funny. But that was a very enjoyable tag team match. Okay, next up we had another tag team match. We had Mai Sakurai of Donna Del Mundo teaming up with Linda. I don't know where she's from. Teaming up with stars Saya Ida and Momokogo. Oh man, this was... I'm not going to say this match felt one-sided, but I mean, with Mai Sakurai and Linda using whips, and Saya Ida took a lot of those whip shots. And of course, you know, she was showing her strength and showing that, hey, I can take it. but she got like cuts and whelps across her abs and back. And I think Momo Kogo had a few whelps as well. But yeah, they were taking whip shots. I'm surprised this didn't end up turning into a DQ, especially after as much as those whips were used from Mai Sakurai and Linda. I was like, dang, the ref ain't gonna call a DQ? Like, there were a bunch of whip attacks in this match. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is. And, of course, you know, Momokogo and Saya Ida eventually got in, you know, their share of offense, but just the whips. The whips were just too much for them. And actually, Momokogo took a whip right before she got rolled up with the Maipan roll by Mai Sakurai for the 1-2-3. Mai Sakurai and Linda get the victory, which honestly, I was really disappointed that they got the victory. It's like, dang, Momokogo and Saya Ida are in the 5-Star Grand Prix. They haven't won a single match in the 5-Star Grand Prix. I was hoping they would win here on New Blood 4, and they've lost. So, I don't know. If you ask me, I just think that's bad booking. It's kind of embarrassing. It's like, dang, they can't even buy a match in the 5-Star Grand Prix, and then they turn around and they both lose in the tag team match on New Blood 4. So, I just feel for Saya, Ida, and Komomo. Like, I just think that's kind of ridiculous booking. Just a little ridiculous. Just a little ridiculous. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is. But, I just think it's ridiculous, personally. Anyway, moving on. We had another tag team match, and this was quite an interesting turn of events. We had God's Eyes, Mirai, and Amisore taking on the team of Diana's Haruka Umesaki and Oedo Tai's Starlight Kid. You know, two ladies that have teamed up before multiple times. And it was quite a great match. It was definitely back and forth on both sides. This was a really good tag team match. And at the end, surprisingly, which I'm guessing she's embracing a heelish side, Haruka ended up using a chair to the head of Mirai, which resulted in a disqualification victory for Mirai and Amisore. DQ victories, I feel like lately have been really rare in Stardom. Really rare. But Haruka Umesaki ended up using the chair to the back of the head of Mirai. Referee awarded the DQ victory to God's Eye. And then after the match, which the match was great. The match was great. But after the match was where the surprise happened. So, Umesaki already left before this happened. And Starlight Kid got on the mic. And after she spoke some words, Ruoka and Rina came in and started attacking Mirai, Amisore, and Shuri, along with Starlight Kid. And then, all of a sudden, the queen of Just Tap Out, Tomoka Inaba, comes to the ring and makes the rescue, makes the save for God's Eye. And she ends up requesting to join God's Eye, which Shuri and the rest of God's Eye accepted. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the queen of JTO, Tomoka Inaba, has joined God's Eye as their 4th member. Wow. Wow. That's huge, y'all. That's huge. Look at the squad now. You got Shuri, who's the World of Stardom champion. Mirai, who won this year's 5-star Grand Prix, Ami Sourei, who sat at the top of the 5-star Grand Prix qualifier, which, I'm sorry, Mirai won the Cinderella tournament this year. Ami Sourei sat at the top of the 5-star Grand Prix qualifier, went undefeated to qualify. And now you have the queen of Just Tap Out, Tomoka Inaba. Very well known for her strikes and technical wrestling. And she has joined God's Eye. Wow. Wow. Like, that's a big acquisition for God's Eye. So, it also makes me wonder, I mean, is Tomoka Inaba still gonna be a part of Just Tap Out? Or is she gonna, sign a contract, join Stardom? Or is she just gonna work with both promotions collaboratively? I don't know, but I mean, if she's joining God's Eye, I mean, that's big. I would expect to see her appear a lot more on Stardom now. So, and not to mention, I think she's a Queen of JTO champion right now. I believe. I think that was the belt that she was wearing. Yeah, Queen of JTO Championship. Yeah. So she still has that title. She was holding that title at this event. So it makes me wonder if she's going to... But then again, isn't she technically a freelancer? I think she's a freelancer. Somebody confirmed that for me, but I think technically she's a freelancer. Because she's worked in Stardom, she's worked in Just Tap Out, she's worked in Sendai Girls. So, I think she's probably just a freelancer. Wow. So yeah, I guess she's just a freelancer. So, it makes sense now. It makes sense. If she's a freelancer, that makes sense. So, I think we're going to start seeing her more on Stardom. She'll probably still do Just Tap Out and Sendai Girls. Because, as a matter of fact, I believe she's still the current Sendai Girls Junior Champion. So... Or actually, hold up. Actually, it's vacant. I'm sorry, it's currently vacant. My mistake. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but, I assume we'll see Tomoka Inaba more on Stardom now that she's a member of God's Eye. That's a big acquisition for God's Eye. Shuri, Ami Sourei, Mirai, and now Tomoka Inaba. That's a pretty solid 4. That's a solid 4. But anyway, moving on. So we had a singles match. Hanan of Stars versus Aoi of Just Tap Out. And they both agreed for this to be turned into a Future of Stardom Championship match. And it was granted. So, the Future of Stardom Championship was on the line in this match, which I was very, very happy to see. Because I really feel like it would be good for the New Blood shows if Hanan defended the title on these shows. So, we got our wish. But yeah, and of course Aoi did her signature entrance freestyle dancing, which I always enjoy seeing. Because, she freestyles, mixes it up every time. But we had a good, solid match between these two ladies. I'm under the impression that Aoi is, I guess, more so a submission specialist. She used a lot of submissions in this match, and I think her signature, I think, is a wing, if I remember correctly. But Aoi used a handful of submissions in this match, so I think that's more of her style. But this was a really solid match, and Hanan, definitely had some good offense. It was back and forth. These ladies look great, and I've ever since I got into Just Tap Out, I've definitely been enjoying seeing the ladies of this promotion. But this was a great match, definitely back and forth. But Hanan was able to successfully defeat Aoi after her signature backdrop pin. But it was a really great match. And this makes 10, 10, 10, 10 defenses of the Future of Stardom Championship from Hanan. She is on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's 10 defenses in the books for her. Now after this match, we got ourselves another challenge, as Hanan challenged God's Eye's Ami Sourei, Future of Stardom Championship, at the next New Blood show, which both ladies have accepted. And it was also noted on the We Are Stardom Twitter account that Ami Sourei is eligible for this title. She's 2 years into her career, so because the maximum is 3, she is eligible to challenge for this title. So who knows? And Ami Sourei, she's had a good handful of wins and losses. She's been looking good in the 5-star Grand Prix. I don't know, y'all. Could y'all see Ami Sourei of God's Eye dethroning Hanan? I mean, Hanan hasn't won a single match in the 5-star Grand Prix, but like I said, whenever she puts the title on the line, she's been winning. With the exception of the one time limit draw she had with Tomoka Inaba, which I still think she should get a rematch. Hanan's been pretty solid in her title defenses. So, hey, maybe Ami Sourei will dethrone her at the next New Blood, whenever that will be. They'll probably do another New Blood before the end of this year. Maybe two. But we'll see. And then the main event was a singles match. Miyu Amasaki of Queen's Quest taking on the leader of Cosmic Angels, Tam Nakano. Miyu looked good in this match. Definitely looked good in this match. Definitely more and more of her matches, she's showing more resiliency. And of course, Tam Nakano kind of bullied her a little bit in this match. Just, stepping to her, motivating her, hit me, more. She was kicking her in the face a couple of times. I was like, dang, Tam Nakano being a savage in this match. But I mean, hey, gotta fire up Miyu however it takes. And that she did. But, this was a good match. Definitely I can understand why it was the main event. But Tam Nakano did get the victory, hitting the Tiger Suplex. But, Miyu looked good in this match. I don't really have any complaints on Miyu Amasaki. I just hope that, she's another one I hope that can start picking up victories. But another New Blood show in the books. And like I said, this was another great show. But yeah, we had a few challenges. And Tomoka Inaba has decided to join God's Eye, and she has been welcomed in. So God's Eye now has 4 members. Hanan, 10 title defenses so far. The challenges. We know we got a future Falls Count Anywhere match to look forward to between Azumi and Ram Kaicho. We got a future High Speed Championship match to look forward to. Azumi defending against Momoka Hanazono. We got a future of Stardom Championship match to look forward to as Hanan will defend against Amisore, which hopefully, as said, would be at the next New Blood show. And I'm thinking the high speed title defense will probably be at Osaka Super Wars later this year. But once again, another solid New Blood show in the books. Great job, Stardom. Really good show. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought. What are your thoughts on the New Blood #4 show? Did you like the matches? What did you think about the challenges? What did you think about the Future of Stardom Championship match? What did you think about the surprise of Tomoka Inaba joining God's Eye? Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. For this episode of Pro Wrestling Talk, I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care and peace out.